I'm Justin Dane, and this is your weekly video rundown. If you've been paying attention at all this week, you know that although Monday was the last day of the regular 82nd legislative session, lawmakers are now in overtime. Governor Perry has called them back for a special session, thanks in part to a Democratic filibuster in the final hours of the regular session. Members now get another shot at a few of the bills they failed to pass during the last 140 days. Some of the items the governor has put on the call list are budget measures and congressional redistricting.
You know, the fact of the matter is we had a very successful session. We came a long way, and as we stand here together, looking back over the things that we've done, we still have a bit further to go. This special session is going to be about putting the finishing touches on what we already know and perceive as a truly historic legislative session.
Texas Democrats, unhappy with the pummeling they received from the GOP during this session, held a press conference Tuesday morning to discuss possible strategies they hope to implement during the special session.
I stand before you today to say, sadly, that our legislature has failed to be leaders. And our legislature has acted instead as a group of politicians who are interested in their own political advancements, their own political security, and making happy those that they believe will best assure that those political futures are sound.
On the other side of the Capitol, Republican members of the Texas House reflected on the end of the session. Speaker Joe Straus praised lawmakers for showing great discipline and focus, while GOP caucus chair Larry Taylor of Friendswood warned Democrats they made a bad strategic move by pushing for a special session.
You know, they could have made a deal on a number of issues, and we could have been done right now, but they've chosen to make us come back in special session, and there's a lot of, you know, the 2/3 rule will probably not be enforced for this special session, and I think the negotiations are going to be a lot harder for them during the special than they would have been if they'd gotten it done during the 104 days we were sent up here to get things done.
Lawmakers then took a breather Wednesday, but were back at it in conference committees first thing Thursday morning. The Senate Finance Committee passed out measures designed to make Medicaid more efficient and effective. The House Appropriations Committee took up fiscal matters needed to balance the budget and fund schools, and the Senate Education Committee was working on school curriculum. When Texas lawmakers run for office, they understand that every 2 years they have to spend 140 days in Austin under the Pink Dome. So what happens to their families, jobs, and roles as citizens when that finish line is extended?
Well, I haven't seen my family in a while, so I'm looking forward to going back home after redistricting hearing. But your personal business, your financial situation does take a hit because we're gone so long. And now with this extra session, I've sort of neglected my business a little bit.
Former Governor Bill Clements, the Dallas oil man who in the 1970s and 80s helped usher in the current era of Republican political dominance in Texas, died Sunday at the age of 94. Friends and colleagues took time to remember Clements this week, calling him one of the most colorful and forceful politicians in state government.
Governor Clements was a real mentor to me. Right there on that desk, he signed some legislation back in 1987. I think it was my first piece of legislation that he signed for me, and he was a great mentor. He was a real friend, and not just to me, but a lot of Texans, a lot of you that are in this room.
I'm Justin Dane, and that's your rundown.